Traffic stops. Let's talk about them. Hi, my name is Carl Birkhead. I'm an attorney with Wirth Law Office in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've been practicing family and criminal law for almost 8 years now, and I want to help you make law easy by talking a little bit about just what to do and how to handle yourself if you find yourself being pulled over by the police. I've talked about this a couple times before, but I wanted to just address this from a different way because I've had a few cases lately where my clients were pulled over for and ultimately arrested for driving under the influence. Some of them even picked up secondary charges based on how they interact with the police during that stop. So let's talk a little bit more about what to do if you're pulled over by the police and how to handle yourself if this happens. So obviously, first and foremost, my advice is always going to be, hey, don't drive under the influence. I've said it before, I'll say it again. An Uber is a whole lot cheaper than trying to hire a bondsman and hire an attorney to get you out of a DUI. It's not worth it. But if you find yourself in a situation where you are being pulled over, maybe you've got something in your system, maybe you don't, the best thing you can do is be respectful to the officer that pulls you over. Make sure that you've got your license and insurance ready to go. A lot of cops nowadays are able to take your insurance, just by seeing it on your phone, but try to go ahead and have a physical copy of your insurance handy just in case. So make sure that you've got your documentation ready, and also make sure that you're ready and able to speak to the officer in a respectful manner. I had a case recently where my client just absolutely would not talk to the cop, would not answer any questions, would not engage, was just staring straight ahead. And I get that some people think that that's what you're supposed to do. Obviously you don't want to say anything that's going to incriminate yourself, but you still want to try to be cooperative to at least to an extent. I'm not saying that you need to just do whatever the cop says. You obviously have rights, and you should make sure that you protect those rights. But in this instance, my client, he wasn't engaging. He wasn't, talking to the cop. He wasn't answering any questions. He was just locked staring straight ahead, wouldn't move, wouldn't speak, wouldn't anything. And it didn't go well for him, because the more aggravated the cops became, the more they had to try to get his attention. Ultimately, he wouldn't even exit the vehicle when he was instructed to. It had to be pulled out of the car. Guys, the more you make them work, the less they're going to be willing to work with you. So make sure that you're respectful, make sure that you're responsive, but don't say anything to incriminate yourself. What are you doing? Just out for a drive, officer. Where are you going? Wherever I'm going. Have you had anything to drink? Don't think I'm going to answer that one. Things like that. Obviously be a little bit nicer than that, but understand that you can speak with the cops, you can engage without incriminating yourself. You don't want to say anything that's going to get you in more trouble, but you do at least want to be polite. Try to have a conversation. See if there's a way that you can just connect with the officer on a human level, and it'll go a lot farther for you in those instances. If you have a situation where you've recently been in a traffic stop and it didn't go well, or maybe you're just needing some advice on how to handle yourself, please give us a call. My name is Carl Birkhead. I'm an attorney with Wirth Law Office, and I want to help you make law easy.